You, as an individual, suddenly find yourself for one reason or another apart from your physical body, and yet you can think, you can be, you can act. But your physical body is in some other location. It may be only 2 inches away or 2,000 miles away. A very important thing is that everyone does this. The fact that you do not remember it does not infer that it does not happen. For example, during what we call delta sleep at night, which everyone goes through, is quite probably, according to our researches, the time when everyone goes into this out-of-body state. You don't remember it, but it does take place. Imagine waking up one day and discovering that everything you believed about reality is nothing more than an elaborate illusion. Disturbing evidence suggests that hidden forces are manipulating our perceptions to maintain control over the masses. Leaked documents and informant testimonies indicate that powerful elites use the human mind to shape reality in their favor, ensuring their domination on a global scale. Most people accept reality as it is presented a physical, tangible, and predictable world. But what if this is only a superficial layer of something much more complex? From mystical experiences to phenomena that defy the known laws of physics, there are indications that reality is composed of hidden layers influenced by forces we are only beginning to understand. Ancient spiritual teachings speak of the interconnectedness of all things. Civilizations like the Egyptians and Mayans possessed advanced knowledge about energy and consciousness long before modern science. These teachings suggest that the human mind possesses a power that goes beyond mere cognition, the ability to influence and shape the reality around us. Now, combine this with recent discoveries in quantum physics, where subatomic particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously, and observation can alter these states. Perhaps our understanding of reality is on the brink of a complete transformation, merging ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science in ways we never imagined. The experience known as the Gateway Experience, conceptualized by Robert Monroe, represents a turning point in research on the limits of human consciousness. Monroe, recognized as a pioneer in this field, founded the Monroe Institute with the goal of exploring altered states of perception and developing systematic methods to access them. The core program of this initiative, called Gateway Voyage, combined advanced techniques such as hypnosis, biofeedback, transcendental meditation, and concepts from quantum mechanics. The primary objective was to synchronize the brain's left and right hemispheres, creating a state of perfect harmony. According to Monroe, this synchronization was essential to overcome physical and temporal limitations, allowing the human mind to access extraordinary levels of perception. Among the abilities associated with these states is remote viewing, the ability to visualize events in the past, present, or future solely with the power of the mind. Although initially conceived as a research program, rumors suggest that similar techniques were adopted by intelligence agencies, including the CIA, for espionage training. While there has never been an official confirmation, declassified documents in 2003 revealed some of these practices. A specific report, dated June 1983, and prepared by Commander Wayne M. McDonnell, detailed the steps to induce an out-of-body experience, OOB. According to the report, the first step was to achieve a state of deep physical immobility, eliminating bodily distractions. The second involved synchronizing the brain hemispheres through an innovative technology called HemiSync, which used specific sound stimuli to adjust brain frequencies to around 7 Hz, the ideal range for inducing altered states of consciousness. The third and final element consisted of stimulating the brain's right hemisphere, associated with creativity and intuition, to achieve an enhanced state of alertness or hyperfocus. With these 3 elements in harmony, it became possible to access mental states that transcend the physical plane, opening doors to experiences such as the separation of the physical body and the exploration of other dimensions of existence. Robert Monroe documented his own experiences in this field in the book Journeys Out of the Body. In it, he recounts the first times he perceived his ability to leave the physical body, something that initially happened unexpectedly. Over time, Monroe refined his techniques and began to consciously explore these phenomena. His journeys took him to territories beyond the physical world, including parallel dimensions, encounters with beings from other realities, and visits to places where consciousness seemed to exist in its purest form. One of the most intriguing aspects of these experiences visits to places where consciousness seemed to exist in its purest form. One of the most intriguing aspects of these experiences was the possibility of communicating with deceased loved ones and interacting with intelligences that transcend conventional human understanding. Today, the Monroe Institute continues to be a global reference center for research and education on phenomena related to altered states of consciousness. Its discoveries continue to inspire scientific investigations and spiritual explorers, consolidating Monroe's legacy as a visionary of the human mind. Interestingly, practices similar to Monroe's are not exclusive to the modern world. Since ancient times, cultures and mystical traditions have explored altered states of consciousness as a means to understand reality beyond common perception. A notable example is Edgar Cayce, often called the Sleeping Prophet. Cayce, one of the most studied mediums of the 20th century, demonstrated an extraordinary ability to access information while in a deep trance state. He not only made impressive predictions about future events, but also provided detailed guidance on health, spirituality, and even past lives. The similarity between Cayce's and Monroe's techniques suggests that the exploration of the human mind transcends cultural and temporal barriers. The convergence of science and spirituality in these accounts points to a vast and still poorly understood potential of consciousness. What more could be within our reach if we learn to access the deepest levels of our being? The answer may lie in practices that connect us to something greater than ourselves, challenging our perception of what is real. Have you ever wondered what reality really is? From childhood, we are taught to believe that the world is physical, solid, and governed by immutable laws. This comfortable and predictable view shapes the way we interact with everything around us. But does this represent the whole truth? Think about the last time you felt the warmth of the sun on your skin or heard the sound of the wind in the trees. For many, these moments are just natural phenomena. However, ancient cultures like the Egyptians and Hindus believed that reality goes beyond what the senses capture. They spoke of energy, consciousness, and the interconnectedness of all things, concepts that today echo in the discoveries of quantum physics. After all, modern science shows us that particles can exist in multiple states and that mere observation can alter them. This challenges everything we know about the physical world. Why are we so resistant to these new ideas? Our beliefs provide identity and belonging but can also blind us to greater truths. The belief that positive thoughts can impact health, for example, was relegated for centuries to the category of superstition until science began to prove the real effects of the mind on the body. We are living in a unique moment where ancient knowledge and scientific discoveries are beginning to merge. Spiritual traditions that spoke about energy and consciousness now find support in contemporary scientific theories. This convergence suggests that there is much more to reality than what is visible and measurable. Are you ready to question what you have always believed? To explore how your mind can shape the world around you? Perhaps it is time to see reality in a completely new way, where ancestral wisdom and modern science complement each other, opening doors to a deeper and more integrated understanding of the universe. Opening doors to a deeper and more integrated understanding of the universe. You might be wondering, how is it possible that reality is shaped by our mind? Let's explore this question by introducing the first major contradiction to the common perception of reality. Consider the inexplicable phenomena that defy the known laws of physics. Near-death experiences, for example, where individuals report vivid sensations and alternative realities during critical moments, raise profound questions about the nature of consciousness. These reports are not isolated cases. They suggest that the mind may exist independently of the physical body, challenging the accepted narrative that reality is exclusively physical and objective. Furthermore, studies on consciousness indicate that our mind may have its own existence, capable of influencing and even interacting with the world around us in ways we do not yet fully understand. These discoveries pave the way for the idea that reality may be more flexible and malleable than we have always imagined. Delving into quantum physics, we find phenomena that seem to corroborate these spiritual experiences. The principle of superposition, for example, demonstrates that subatomic particles can exist in multiple states at the same time until they are observed. This behavior suggests that observation, a mental act, can directly influence the state of matter. This raises a fascinating question. Does our consciousness have the power to alter physical reality? A notable study conducted by physicist David Bohm proposes the theory of Holoum movement. According to Bohm, the universe is an indivisible whole, where everything is interconnected through an energy field. This theory resonates with ancient spiritual concepts that speak of the unity of all things. The idea that our mind can interact with this universal energy field suggests that we play an active role in creating our reality. Another intriguing example is the double-slit experiment, which demonstrated that mere observation of particles can alter their behavior. When not observed, particles pass through both slits simultaneously, but when observed, they choose a single trajectory. This experiment not only defies traditional logic, but also suggests that the human mind, through observation, can influence the physical manifestation of reality. These initial pieces of evidence not only challenge the traditional view, but also pave the way for a new understanding of the mind as a creative force. The contradiction between common perception and these scientific discoveries suggests that we are on the verge of a paradigmatic transformation in how we understand reality. Do you feel how these revelations begin to redraw the boundaries of the reality we know? Contradictions are just the beginning of a journey that will reveal how the human mind can act as an energy antenna, tuning into and projecting frequencies that shape our world. As we move forward, we will see how this evidence accumulates and connects, further challenging our established beliefs and opening doors to deeper revelations. Have you noticed how some scientific discoveries seem to resonate with ancient spiritual teachings? This synergy invites us to explore more deeply the idea that the human mind plays a fundamental role in creating reality. String theory, for example, proposes that beyond subatomic particles, vibrating strings make up everything in the universe. Although invisible, these strings are the basis for the interaction of forces and particles we observe. Similarly, ancient spiritual traditions describe subtle energies that permeate all existence. Both science and spirituality point to an interconnected and multifaceted reality. Neuroscience also unravels how the mind influences the body. Research reveals that positive thoughts can improve health, while stress can harm it. This active connection between mind and body reflects meditative practices that affirm the mental power over the physical and the environment. The ability to transform our internal state to impact externally reinforces the notion that our consciousness plays an active role in creating our reality. Additionally, parapsychology investigates phenomena like telepathy and clairvoyance, challenging the traditional view that the mind is confined to the brain. Evidence suggests that consciousness can interact with other minds and influence external events, expanding our understanding of what is happening, the limits of reality. These studies open the door to the possibility that the human mind can transcend physical barriers, connecting in ways we do not yet fully understand. Thinkers like Albert Einstein also reflected on the interconnectedness of the universe. His theories revolutionized our understanding of physics, but also suggested a fundamental unity that connects all things. Einstein believed that everything in the universe is interconnected, an idea that resonates deeply with spiritual teachings that speak about the unity and interdependence of all forms of existence. Modern theories continue to explore the potential of consciousness. Quantum physics, neuroscience, and parapsychology converge to reinforce the view of the mind as an energy antenna, capable of tuning into and projecting frequencies that shape our life experience. This unification of perspectives suggests that we are only beginning to unravel the vast potential of human consciousness. Can you perceive how these discoveries connect science and spirituality? This intersection not only enriches our understanding of reality, but also expands the possibilities of how we can interact with the world around us. As we continue to explore these concepts, the line between the scientific and the spiritual becomes increasingly blurred, revealing a complex fabric where the mind and the universe are intrinsically linked. Imagine that your mind not only influences the world, but creates changes in the universe around you. This is not an abstract concept. It is a reality supported by scientific discoveries and millennia-old spiritual practices. David Bohm's theory of Holoum reinforces this view. According to Bohm, The universe is an indivisible whole, where every part contains the whole. This means that your mind, by tuning into specific frequencies, directly interacts with the fundamental structure of the universe. In other words, your thoughts, emotions, and intentions are not just internal reflections, but forces that concretely affect the external world. Quantum physics supports this idea. The observer effect demonstrates that mere conscious attention can alter the behavior of subatomic particles. If observation modifies matter at microscopic levels, imagine the impact of human consciousness on larger scales. Like an energy antenna, your mind emits and receives frequencies that transform the reality you live in. Practices such as meditation, visualization, and conscious intention are not just tools for personal development but methods for creating changes in the physical world. Spiritual leaders and contemporary researchers highlight that aligning your mind with specific energies can heal, attract abundance, and reconfigure life experiences. For example, deep meditation has been associated with reduced stress, increased mental clarity, and improved physical health, demonstrating how the mind can directly influence the body and environment. Furthermore, creative visualization, a practice used by high-performance athletes and successful professionals, exemplifies how the mind can shape reality. By vividly and emotionally visualizing goals and desired outcomes, individuals can direct their mental energy toward achieving these objectives, creating a cycle of conscious manifestation. Another fascinating aspect is the practice of conscious intention, where individuals direct their mental energies to influence specific events or circumstances in their lives. Testimonials and studies indicate that this practice can lead to tangible changes, from improvements in health to professional advancements, reinforcing the idea that the mind possesses real and measurable creative power. These revelations not only expand our understanding of the human mind but also offer practical possibilities to consciously and deliberately transform reality. Integrating these practices into daily life can lead to a more harmonious existence aligned with our deepest goals and aspirations. What does it mean to be a conscious co-creator of your own destiny? It means recognizing the inherent power of your mind and using that power to shape reality according to your will and intention. This responsibility brings with it a profound sense of empowerment and the opportunity to live a life more aligned with your most authentic values and desires. Now that you understand the power of your mind as an energy antenna and the profound implications of this revelation, it's time to piece together this complex puzzle to form a new frame of reference in your understanding of reality. Imagine that the entire journey you have undertaken so far is like building a new mental map. The old beliefs about a physical and objective reality have been challenged by discoveries that reveal a deep interconnectedness between the mind and the universe. This new map does not replace the old one, but complements it, offering a more comprehensive and integrated view of how reality truly works. Consider the various areas of knowledge we have explored: quantum physics, neuroscience, spirituality, and studies like the Gateway process, which now converge to support the idea that the human mind plays an active role in creating reality. This convergence not only strengthens the credibility of these discoveries, but also establishes a solid foundation for a new, holistic understanding of existence. To visualize this integration, think of reality as a vast ocean. The old beliefs represented only the visible surface, where waves and tides were observable. However, beneath this surface lies a complex and interconnected world of currents and ecosystems that interact in ways we are still discovering. Similarly, our initial perceptions of reality are only the surface of a much more intricate and dynamic web. Moreover, this contextualization allows us to see how all previous revelations interconnect cohesively. The holographic theory of reality, for example, shows that everything is connected in a dynamic energy field. The Gateway process reveals how the mind can tune into and influence this field, and techniques like hemispheric synchronization and visualization demonstrate practical methods to access this potential. Together, these ideas form a complete picture where the mind and the universe are in constant interaction. This new perspective not only redefines how you perceive the world, but also opens doors to future explorations and discoveries. As science continues to investigate these connections, New technologies and practices may emerge, allowing greater integration between mind and reality. This suggests that we are only at the beginning of a paradigmatic transformation that could profoundly alter our understanding of the universe and our place within it. However, despite all the progress made so far, there are still open questions that continue to challenge our understanding. For example, how exactly does the mind project frequencies into the holographic field? What are the limits of this capability? These questions encourage ongoing investigations and reflect the dynamic and evolving nature of our understanding of reality. By offering this new frame of reference, you are now equipped with an integrated vision that unites ancient and contemporary knowledge. This understanding not only enriches your perception of the world, but also suggests limitless possibilities for practical application, both in personal development and social transformation. Development and social transformation. The journey continues, and the next step will take us even deeper into the potential of the human mind and the conscious creation of reality. It is clear that the human mind acts as an energy antenna, tuning into and projecting frequencies that shape reality. But how do you connect these revelations with your current life? This chapter serves as a bridge, demonstrating the contemporary relevance of these discoveries and how to apply them practically in your daily routine. Think about the various ways you interact with the world around you. From the decisions you make to the emotions you feel, every aspect of your life is influenced by your perception of reality. Understanding that your mind has the power to influence this reality opens new possibilities for personal and professional development. Imagine aligning your intentions with desired outcomes, creating a more harmonious and productive environment. Hemispheric synchronization, for example, can be incorporated into your routine to improve mental clarity and decision-making. You can align the two hemispheres of the brain, promoting a balanced state that facilitates access to deeper insights and the resolution of complex problems. This technique is particularly useful in high-pressure environments where clarity and calmness are essential for success. Another practical application is the use of deep meditation to reduce stress and enhance overall well-being. Studies show that meditation not only improves mental health, but can also have positive effects on physical health, strengthening the immune system and promoting longevity. By integrating meditation into your daily routine, you are investing in your health and your ability to face life's challenges with greater resilience and emotional balance. These practical applications demonstrate that the revelations about the mind as an energy antenna are not just abstract theories, but concepts that can transform your reality in tangible ways. By applying these techniques, you not only improve your own life, but also contribute to a more positive and productive environment around you. Imagine being able to consciously and deliberately influence your life through your mind. This is not just a theoretical possibility, but an accessible reality that can be incorporated into your daily practices. This bridge to the present not only reinforces the relevance of previous revelations, but also offers a clear path for the practical application of this knowledge, allowing you to transform your life consciously and intentionally. Every change begins with understanding your role as a co-creator. The only way to connect with this divine intelligence is through meditation and the conscious use of mental tools. We have developed a set of specially designed audio tools to help you access this higher state of consciousness. To learn more and gain immediate access, click the link on the screen or in the comments below. If this content resonated with you, share your experience in the comments. It makes sense to me.